welcome to another video, and welcome to another top 100 climb with overlay. Now, there's a bit of mixed information online on whether this is a top 100 climb. The actual segment what I did on Strava is called the official Doghouse Lane climb. Now, regardless of that, it is an absolute beast. It is a monster. It is literally straight out of the gate, you're straight into 20%. Now, take the gradient, what's showing on the left hand side, with a pinch of salt. I don't know what went wrong. You're going to see some really massive gradients popping up here where it jumps up to 50%. So yeah, take that with a bit of salt, because I don't know whether it was the front wheel coming up that was causing it to do it. Now, like I said, straight out the gate, you're straight into some big steep descents. As you can see on the right hand side there with my power, I'm putting out, well, massive watts. You're not going to see it drop below 300 for quite some time. So on this ride, I'd gone out with Scott from Cycle the Nation, and there is actually going to be a vlog coming for this, but I just wanted to get these uploads done, get it out, and celebrate this moment. So I've tried this multiple times in the past and never actually been able to clear it in one go without stopping, just because of the sheer brutality of this. And to be honest with you, it was probably not the best idea coming out in this weather, because as you can see, the roads were wet, greasy, and the conditions were dismal, which you'll see in that vlog. Now, my plan doing this was just to keep my legs moving, one wheel at a time, one rotation at a time should I say, and just try my very best not to stop. And just for reference, at this, well, that morning when I weighed myself, I think I was weighing 107 kilo. Yeah, 107.8 kilo I think I was. So yeah, I'm a big boy, but I'm lighter than I was. Now, I'll just give you some stats on the climb itself. So the distance is 3.2 kilometers. The average gradient is 7%. Its maximum gradient, according to VeloViewer, is 20.3, and the elevation gain is 235 meters. So it's not a small hill. However, in saying that, the majority of the climbing you do is right at the beginning, hence why it's so steep. Now you can see my heart rate there getting up to 183. And to be quite honest with you, I was breathing out my arse here at this point. It is a really tough climb. It's definitely one, if you've never done it before, would highly recommend coming doing it, but maybe give it a chance for the weather to be a bit better. Not, as you can see, all the leaves at the side of the road. It was a horrible climb. It was February that we done this. We're still in February. With it being challenging, it is a really nice climb. It's tough, but the view's spectacular. The camera doesn't pick up on it, but just to the right of me, you might see it further up the road, but to the right of me, the drop off there is just massive. It's just a sheer drop over the side of that road there. So if you are doing it, just be careful. And if you're descending it as well, if you're going to go up and come back down, be careful. In fact, no matter which way you go, we go straight on, and the descent down the other side, the road is just, it's shocking. It's really bad. Potholes and all sorts. This is probably the best way to descend down. So at this point here, I'd managed to get my heart rate down a little bit, but it's still up there. I'm still in like zone 4. I was just looking for an opportunity to try and ease off, but yeah, it worked for giving me an opportunity to rest up. There is an opportunity further up the hill. As you can see, Scott, he's a great climber. He was loving this, and he was on his titanium bike with I think he had a 50-28. I think he's got a 34.50 on the front and 11.28. It'll all be in his video anyway. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, go and check him out. There'll be a link at the end of the video to his channel. I actually can't wait to come back in summer and do this climb without all the layers what I had on, in full summer kit, and have a real good stab at it. For those of you that are interested, the weather was really bad, and that day I had on a base layer, a long sleeve jersey, a gilet, a thermal jacket, and then I had my Gore-Tex jacket over the top. So I was properly layered up. As I've mentioned in the vlog video, I've actually lost a significant amount of weight recently, and I'll be honest with you, I'm really feeling the cold. Look how long this video's been going on now. 7 minutes, and my power's not dropped below 300, really. It does do further up the hill, but you're in the pain cave for a long time. So as we come around this corner, we move away from the drop-off point, but then, as you can hear, I'm putting more power out, and it's steep again. And look at that gradient there then when it was jumping up to 40s. I don't know what's caused that, I really don't. So this is your first opportunity here to ease off and try and get the heart rate under control, or if you want to go for a real good time, just keep the power on and fly up this section. However, in saying that, there is another section coming up where we do go further uphill. We'll go further uphill, the ramp ramps up again further up here. So as you can see it there, it just kicks up. On a clear day you can actually see the climb what's coming, but I guess it adds to the intensity of the video being misty. Once you've got past this point here, it does start easing off. I'm not 1,000,000% sure of where the segment ends. There's a bit of it's a bit hard to understand, but what I would say is that keep going until you get to the cattle grid. Fly over the cattle grid unless it's wet, and do what I did, stop the bike, come get off and walk over it. I'm going away soon, and I'm not on this ride. I weren't prepared to take any risks at all. Yeah, I'm going off to Australia for a few weeks, and the last thing I want to be doing is injuring myself before I go there, because I'm really excited about getting over there.
That was horrible. I don't know what stats were going up there. Fuck me, that was hard. At the minute, max power that I put on this ride is 647 and 179 max heart rate. But anyway, it'll have all come up on the overlay video, which will be a link to I tell you what, if you've never done doghouse sleigh before and you want a solid challenge and you live local, get yourself up there. That's a graft, real graft.
So as I said, it really is a graft. Now beyond this point, it's like I said, it stays roughly the same as this until you get over the cattle grid, and then you just go up a little bit more, which isn't much, and then you're right onto the top of the hill then, where on a clear day the views are absolutely spectacular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down my effort now. So on my Strava I have it in miles. I'm debating converting over to kilometres. It's just really hard for my brain to process, so I will try and convert it. I'll put it all up here so it'll be popping up on the screen, but everything's going to be in miles and feet from this point onwards. So I covered 1.86 mile on the segment, that's the actual length of the segment, at 769 feet, and the gradient's 7.8%, and as you've just seen, the majority of that comes at the beginning. Probably in the first half you do the majority of the elevation gain. My finishing time was 19 minutes and 28, which I'm really happy with. My effort up there, I did 5.7 mile an hour at 169 average beats per minute on my heart rate and an average of 297 watts, which puts me just shy of 3 watts a kilo, probably 2.8, 2.9 roughly at the top of my head. Just quickly on this bit here, if you are going for the time, you want to fly over this bit here. Just keep going and keep pushing yourself to the end. Now comparing that to previous times, what I've done, the first time I attempted it, I did it in 31:30. I did walk up that real long section. Here's the cattle grid, and like I said, I weren't prepared to take any risks, so I just pushed my bike over it. Then I attempted it again on the 25th of August 2023, where I did a 30-minute 40 and I averaged 3.6 mile an hour with an average of 182 watts. Now the difference from that to the first time is that I managed to ride a little bit more. But yeah, I did end up getting off and did end up walking because I was still carrying my fat ass up there. And then there's my attempt today, 1928. So I've knocked 12 minutes off the first time when I did it. I do feel there is more time, well there definitely is more time to come off once I get my weight down to my target, which at the minute is set at 100 kilo for the Fred Whitten in May. However, in saying that, I'm not too sure how much lower I want to go. I definitely don't want to get down below 80 kilo, and I probably don't want to get below 90 kilo if I'm honest with you.
That was way harder than the rake. Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot harder than the rake, this.
The rake, it's like 25% for a short time, whereas that's more sustained.
But yeah, I am happy with my performance, and please do stay tuned because I've got another one coming up from an even harder climb, which I like to affectionately call the mini hard knock pass, otherwise known as Church Lane, aka Mytham Slopes. So with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, like, comment, and please subscribe, because it really does help the channel massively, and I will see you soon for another video. Take care guys, bye.